Looks like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Oh right, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm overleaning your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. Why you chase the crust and I take the lead? Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on me. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no insight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm a VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right. Spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Stuck with Daddy for life. I'm Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, all in your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
It's getting that time I'm going to have to update that video.
What? Nah, I like that video.
Oh my gosh, we have.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Yeah, now see what'll happen is, and I just want everybody to know there will come a time, there will come a spot where I have to switch this over to Rumble, and whenever I do, I'll show you exactly what's going to happen, just so you guys know, so you can sort of get a little bit of an idea of what's going to happen. Because I don't want anybody to be like wondering what's just surprised, but this is what's going to happen right here. You're going to see this guy right here. All right, whenever you see that coming on, that means we're switching over to Rumble. In the meantime, we're over here on the YouTube, and whenever that comes on, it'll be switching over to Rumble. And that's so we can talk about things that YouTube might not like a whole lot. Now, now if you're wondering, man, I'm going to miss the story. I don't have Rumble. I'm going to miss the letter. Don't worry, because I will actually cut a copy of that letter. I'll do a nice little shorter version of it like I did today, and I'll have that one up there for you guys to be able to see. So if you can't do the Rumble, you will get the letter, but it will be later on. Just so you guys know, it will happen. And yes, Max, I did get the document. There was a filing today. I'm not going to go over that today. I'm going to go over that tomorrow because it is pretty good. I really want to bring some stuff in that. I think it's pretty good. I want to just say that Randy was pretty spectacular in that because he brought the fire on that. That's for you, Max. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. No, I'll have that. I'll have that. I'll be doing something on that tomorrow. Possibly. 'Cause we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow if Bubbles is going to file or not.
Knows?
Yeah, the sanctions request. Yeah, it's a sanctions request. Oh my God, watch Rumble on your phone and on YouTube on your TV. Yeah, Randy filed a sanctions request on the thumbnail case. So that's really good. It's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be glorious. But yeah, the link should be pinned up to the top of the chat. I'm pretty sure that that's where the link is. That should link you right to the actual stream. So if you're having any problems or anything like that, you just click on that. You do have to have an account, but it doesn't cost a dime. It doesn't cost anything. So you're able to do that. Now, we all know that Bubbles is a prolific writer. I just had to laugh because all that stuff that we were reading yesterday surrounds a little bit of stuff like this. It's Bruce Manskin is very worried. Connecticut Law Tribune online. I have to sit here and squirm. Solo practitioner Bruce Manskin is very worried. And this, of course, is in a court filing. If you want to read this, but this Yamaha, you're more than welcome to.
Well, a lawyer is facing a disciplinary proceeding in Connecticut because his fee agreement did not state there would be no litigation costs. It's a stressful situation that Bruce Matskin said has taken time away from his practice and family. Cute little violins. As he waits for the official charge and hearing date. The Boston-based lawyer, Bruce Matskin Law, said he was counsel for blank in a discrimination case with the Connecticut Commission on Human Rights and Opportunities. But according to the grievance panel's findings against Matskin, Jones filed a grievance complaint stating that he had not called her in 6 weeks to update her on the case, and after she fired him, he told her she must pay a $500 retainer fee. In an email, Jones wrote that she would file a grievance complaint if Matskin did not waive the fee. You have to give them a letter. Matskin said he was confident there would be no rule violation because there had been no update in the 6-week period, and their email correspondence showed a contingency fee agreement. But instead, to Matskin's surprise, the grievance panel found probable cause, and he had violated Rule 1.5c of the Rules of Professional Conduct. A violation.
It sounds familiar.
Yes. That's what I was saying earlier when Doug and Megan were going over this stuff. Yeah, I was getting a little deja vu.
Yeah.
A violation that was unrelated to the original grievance complaint. The panel notes Matskin's position that there are no expenses in a CHRO complaint, and therefore no need to address them in a CHRO incontinent?
Continent.
Yeah, continent fee. That threw me off there for a second.
Yeah.
I was thinking contingent, but okay.
Yeah.
Fee agreement. That's what it should be, I think, the panel said. Accepting for purposes of argument that this is a valid position, the panel remains of the opinion that the asserted contingent fee agreement may still be too vague, and that therefore there is probably cause to believe that rule may have been violated. Mark Dubois, Connecticut's first chief disciplinary counsel, who once led prosecutions of ethics violations, but is not involved in the Matskin issue, said the rule requires attorneys to provide a no-fee agreement
I
in
thought that
cases
said hoe fee. I was just like, a hoe fee? Get him a hoe fee. Not just half a fee, but get him a whole fee.
Get him a whole fee. This is one of those special massage parlors. In cases with no litigation expenses. It's not precisely written, but the rule is the rule, Dubois said. Even if you're not going to charge a fee, you have to give them a letter. This is really stressful for me. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Oh, you want me to take over
Go
for
ahead.
a little bit here?
Sure.
Well, during this process, Manskin said he has issues communicating with the Office of the Chief Disciplinary Counsel to understand what the charges against him would be, and has been persistently asking these here questions via email and phone call to figure out how to dismiss the case. This is really stressful for me, and I really want this to be resolved and disposed of. Manskin said. Assistant Chief Disciplinary Counsel Douglas Butler, the prosecutor for Manskin's case, declined to comment for this here article. In an email to the attorney, Butler said Manskin could no longer communicate with the Office of Chief Disciplinary Counsel over the phone. Due to the nature of your communication with this office thus far, all communications from this office will be continued to be in writing. Butler said in an email, you should also refrain from including bar counsel on correspondence that substantively discuss this grievance, including correspondence discussing potential disposition. Once the hearing is scheduled, we will get in touch. No such thing as a little rule. I like the big one. Ethics expert Dubois said that the lawyer discipline system is binary. We can't figure out if it's a boy or a girl, and only tinfoil hat cases are usually dismissed. You're either in compliance or you're not, Dubois said. There's no such thing as a big rule or little rule. There's no such thing as shades of gray unless you're reading the book. Dubois
50
said there
Shades of
is...
Gray.
50 Shades of Gray. 50 Shades of Manskin. Ooh. Dubois said there is no way to avoid hearing in this case, but the end result will likely be based on how Manskin acts at the hearing. At this point, Manskin says he's in limbo, waiting for the official charge and hearing date. I have to sit here and squirm for who knows how long, he said. A solo practitioner, Manskin said the time spent on his grievance was taken away from time focusing on his clients and spending time with his family. He says he feels powerless in this situation. This is the 26 years of a perfect, clean record. I just never got caught. Manskin said, my reputation is important to me and I'm so proud of it. People look up before to see it. Well, in my case, they'd be looking down to see if you have some sort of disciplinary record. You have no idea what kind of harm and impact on a livelihood a black mark has on a disciplinary has on a disciplinary record. And I can't abide that. It's too important to me. I'm trying to make a living here. I have a kid in college. I just can't sit back and let this guy think that they can do all this for this nonsense. Loaded January 17th, 2023. Yeah, that right there was what got them a little upset at the grievance committee. That was just one example. We have not one. We have not two. We have not three. We have four. Oh, so such. Because, see, he decided he was going to put all this on Facebook, and that's what they were talking about whenever they said, oh, yeah, well, let you stop putting this shit on Facebook. Yeah. And then also, he decided to continue on. Yeah, new life, new leaf in Armenia. And then he decides to bring his happy ass back. Look at that, September 14th, 2021. Lawyer seeks investigation. And then, of course, we also have the opinion of that their Connecticut's large discipline system is rigged in February 12th of 2024. Imagine that.
I
So
like that
while
one
these-
title. It sounds similar to a Connecticut Yankee in Armenia's court. Sounds very similar to another story we know of.
Well, Bruce did pretty well for himself in Armenia. He ended up becoming like the what exactly was it that he called himself? It was for a basketball team, because
A fluffer.
Bruce used to play basketball.
Oh, the mascot.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I was the
mascot.
team fluffer. I couldn't make it to Waterboy, but that's okay. I like that job.
Hey, everyone in the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome all you rumblers. Oh my God. So if you want to start reading, we've got, like I said, we've got a little bit of time. Because we'll be kicking everybody over there probably closer to 11 o'clock. And then, yeah, it'll be good. So good.
After 26 years, prosecuted based on a grammar error. First off, let me clear up something, you little bitches. Prosecuted refers not to a criminal proceeding, but a professional disciplinary proceeding. I am being prosecuted for alleged lawyer misconduct, which threatens my clean record after 26 years as a practicing lawyer. Based on a grammar error, just because of my little lisp by the prosecutor. He's just ignorant. That's all it is. Bigot. In Connecticut, complaints against lawyers called grievances are filed with the Office of the Statewide Bar Council, OSBC. The OSBC is required to summarily dismiss grievances that fall to alleged conduct constituting a violation of the rules of professional conduct.
Professional.
If it's not dismissed by the OSBC because they're a bunch of assholes, a grievance is referred for a determination of probable cause by a 3-member panel on the Statewide Grievance Committee.
Only 3?
SCGC.
That's all.
Only
That's
3.
all you get.
That's just a
You only
small
get 3.
train.
That's
I
a
like
small
big
train.
trains.
I like big trains, big muscles. I like the basketball
All
team
them
because they were
sweaty
always
mans.
just towering over me.
And then, and then forwarded to the Office of the Chief Discipline. Oh, there's that discipline again. Chief Disciplinary Counsel, OCDC, and man, is he handy with leather, to pursue discipline. I spend a lot of time in their office. The prosecutor and Assistant Chief Disciplinary Counsel, ACDC, pursues a conviction for any violation of the rules of professional conduct and seeks to have imposed on the lawyer professional discipline, such as reprimand, suspension by thumb hooks, or, even disbarment. In the most serious cases, it's kind of like being put on the rack. That would be on the lawyer's permanent public record. The trial is a live hearing in Hartford before another 3-member panel. Oh, we should just get them all together, and then we got all 6 in one place.
3 members. 3 members. Oh.
Panel of the Statewide Grievance Committee, SGC, which acts as judge and jury. There are 5 full-time assistant chief disciplinary counsels in Connecticut whose job is prosecuting their fellow bar members most vigorously and over for violations of the rule of conduct. You know, like stealing clients' money or neglecting their clients' massages and not matters, or making false statements to the court, etc. So, after 26 years of practicing law in Connecticut and Massachusetts, by the way, another witch trial, bitches, With a perfect record of no professional discipline, I find myself in an alphabet soup of hot water. And the OSBC, OCD, and SGC, and chlamydia, and gonorrhea. The herpes. Oh, never mind. That threatens to ruin that record based on a grammar error by the prosecutor. My prosecutor is AC/DC.
My prosecutor.
And apparently the lead singer. Oh, the wrong one. Douglas Butler. His LinkedIn is in the comments. You should look him up.
That's what got him in trouble right there.
Yeah, that's
Oh my God.
fucked up.
That got him in so much trouble right there. It's like,
Yeah.
why would you do that to someone?
He's, I mean, at the, yeah, I don't know. You just have to laugh. That's all we can do is just laugh, because there's no, like I said, this is like trying to read the mind of a rabid squirrel. So
Well, you can't. I mean, you're saying you can't anymore.
yeah.
You know.
Let's see, where was I? Oh yes, his little comments page. Who began his first one-year term with the OCDC last July 1st, after 15 years or so in the lawyer's jobs. Apparently, I was one of his first and biggest cases. AC/DC Butler isn't prosecuting me for stealing or neglect of clients. Damn it. I wanted that spanking. Or lying to the court. AC/DC Butler is prosecuting me because I did not include a sentence in a fee agreement with a client. There will not be any litigation costs you'll have to pay. Even if the rule for fee agreements require me to include that sentence, it does not, by any stretch of the means,
No
to devote
stretches.
resources and stretching and
Stretch
for an
that
entire
means.
prosecution of an ultra-hyper-technical violation against 26-year lawyer with a clean record is difficult to understand. How many times does this fucker have to say that?
Well, and he harps on things like this all the time.
Oh, my God.
Oh yeah.
What makes it even more incomprehensible is the AC/DC Butler is making up the charges based on language that does not even appear in the rule. He's prosecuting me for violating. Here's the deal, Mr. Man. A client decides they would not pay that retainer fee owed after I'd filed the appearance in their discrimination case with the Connecticut Commission on Human Rights and Opportunities. Wow, that was a mouthful. I like a challenge, but wow. They threatened a grievance on some conjured up grounds that I had committed misconduct by not spontaneously flipping open my trench coat. No, that's the wrong one too. By phoning them and leaving naughty messages to report nothing in the case that happened since the last update 6 weeks earlier. Thinking I'd give in on the fee. No such luck.
You should.
I told
Oh my
I told
God.
the client
You're
I would not
killing him.
forgive the fee. And what?
You're killing him over here.
Am
Oh,
I?
my biker. I love her. Your tooth foreskin ambulance. You want to read that for them, because I think they're enjoying this right now.
Yamaha biker, you sexy beast. I love your Deuce foreskin ambulance chaser voice. I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard. Oh my God.
He's laughing hard too. Just so you know.
I'm sitting
to
rather
be
erect
soft
at the
would not be
moment
good.
and not just in my chair. Where was I? Oh, statewide bar counsel Michael Bowler. Oh, Mr. Bowler. I like his hats. They're so pretty. Those glorious little oh, that's not the right Bowler. Who just retired after more than 20 years. Determined in secret deliberations that the grievance warranted investigation, and it didn't. And so forwarded to the 3-person panel of the SGC, which, to my surprise, feeling all verklempt and dizzy here, issued a finding of probable cause of violation in my fee agreement. Free agreement.
Free agreement.
I just like to give it away for free. Maybe too vague. The SGC panel members follow the recommendations of their panel counsel. a private practice lawyer with a side gig I don't want to go into my side gigs.
Oh, well.
Who investigates and advises whether or not to find probable cause of misconduct. Finding probable cause results in a blown. Oh, sorry. That was a slip of the tongue. It's another one of those grammatical errors. I hope he spanks me.
Just a little slip of the tongue.
Yeah, it wasn't a blowing. It was just full blown. Protracted prosecution by the OCDC. Culminating in a mandatory live proceeding in Hartford before the SGC. In this case, panel counsel was Waterford's Small Claims Court collections attorney Gregory Benoit, whose regular practice, I just like that name, Benoit, just rolls off the tongue. Whose regular law practice consists of filing forms and obtaining default judgments against people for unpaid bills. Always pay your masseuse. It's not a rub and run. My practice is ensuring victims of unemployment discrimination are able to pursue justice regardless of whether they can pay large wait a minute. Whoa, we got something large here. Pay large upfront legal fees. It threw me for a second. Benoit emailed me specifically asking why my fee agreement did not mention litigation expenses, which Rule 1.5c, he's just so tiny it's not even worth it, requires. I responded, in a CHRO case, right? Yes. There is no need to mention it. See, it's just so tiny, just not even worth my time. In fact, mentioning it only creates stress for the client because, well, it's just humiliating because it's so small. They think that it means that there will be expenses, when in the CHRO there will not. I hope this addresses your concern, he responded. Thank you. All the best, Bruce Matskin, Escuela.
Oh, there's more. That's why I'm like, no, here's the thing. In a CHRO case, it doesn't matter if there's no need to mention it. Right here, Rule 1.5 says requires it. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter what kind of case it is because that's the last thing you want to do.
Tomato. I mean, come on.
After a case ends, that's the last thing you want to find out is you owe more money.
Whatever.
He then issued a decision finding probable cause based on some other unspecified deficiency in my agreement, accepting for purposes of argument and gargling that this is a valid position. The panel remains of the opinion that the asserted contingent fee may still be too vague. No further explanation was given. So now I'm in the vortex.
Up in a twist.
You know, there's a thing about ACDC because it can go both ways. ACDC Butler contacted me in October to introduce himself. And he had some muscles. And he let me know he'd be working on proof I committed misconduct. You want to know what he looked like? Oh, he was so cute. I looked at him and I said, "Oh, Mr. ACDC Butler, can you just work me out? Can you give me a little bit of love, Mr. ACDC?" And you know what he said?
My muscles are getting bigger. Oh, yes, the muscles. The muscles are getting big from the pump.
Wow, I just like that one. That's my favorite Baker one in the whole wide world.
Oh my God.
He just looks so cuddly.
Oh.
I just want to rub my fingers all over his little washboard there. Just tickle him a little.
Well, in December, he popped up in my email demanding a copy of my current contingency fee that pertains to Connecticut clients, which he said was needed in order to determine what, if any, discipline was necessary. I asked ACDC Butler several times on Friday specify how my fee agreement was too vague, which that he was claiming a violation. He ignored the question until after the weekend, when he emailed me an official letter stating, Rule 1.5 provides in relevant part, a contingent fee agreement shall be in writing, signed by the client, and shall state whether and to what extent the client will be responsible for any court costs and expenses of litigation, and whether such expenses are to be deducted before or after the contingent fee is calculated. Well, the agreement must clearly notify the client of any expenses for which the client will be liable or lickable, in my case, whether or not the client is not the prevailing party.
Megan's being choked in bed again. Stop choking yourself in bed, Megan. Just
Megan,
stop it.
Stop it.
Enough's
You're
enough.
us.
Speaking of tits, like you just said a little bit ago, and Megan being in chat, we learned earlier today in one of her little trial things, there was that hot little Yamaha biker in there. And he was teaching me all about something with CPR and the areola maneuver. I just thought it was glorious. But anyway, I digress. Megan, you need to stop choking. Shizzy, continue on. I want to hear how the butler did it.
Well, you purported contingency fee agreement included any record lacks of any information regarding this issue. You're be responsible for any court costs, expense of litigation during your representation. As a result, your asserted contingency fee agreement does not meet all the requirements for a contingency fee agreement and therefore violates Rule 1.5 of the Rules of Professional Conduct. The all caps in the excerpt from the letter denote where ACDC Butler italicized in his letter. Since Facebook doesn't enable italics except or not, that is my emphasis. In the case that is just a little dense like me, he's saying I had to inform the client in writing there will not be any litigations costs as opposed to just not mentioning it at all, or given that there would not be any litigation costs in the Commission on Human Rights and Opportunities. Sticky Widget gifted memberships. Holy cow. I hope all 5 of you got those memberships. Thank you so much, and welcome to the wonderful
welcome in everybody. It's it's gonna get weird.
Yeah, it's about to get weird here.
I got a feeling you haven't seen anything yet.
It's gonna get really weird, because and make sure that you've linked in the Rumble, because the Rumble is where you want to be. And here after this ends, we'll be going over there. All the caps from the letters designate ACD Butler italicized in his letter, since Facebook doesn't enable italics except for or not, and that's my emphasis. In case this is a little dense, he's saying that I had to inform them in writing. So although the SGC panel said it was not issuing probable cause for not mentioning non-existent CHRO costs, Butler has decided to use the very rationale for pursuing a violation against me, and he said he can only make this charge by pretending the rule contains the words or not, which it doesn't. I sent 2 grammar articles explaining the difference between whether and whether or not to ACDC Butler, asking him to agree to them as exhibits, and his response was, the OCDC objects to grammar. The next day, he sent me a revised version of his letter removing or not from his paraphrasing of the rule, as if that erases his tacit acknowledgement of the first letter that the rule's actual language does not support or justify his actions to harm my livelihood or even to pursue me. I mean the case. Here you see both of his letters and the grammar articles he objects to. And so it continues with no regard for harming my livelihood, my law practice, my clients, and the hell with it. I mean, my family, of course, yeah. ACDC Butler is determined to bring me to justice for not writing, there are no litigation costs in the CHRO. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go into we are going to go into the Rumble, and it's going to be exclusive only. You're only going to get the next bit that you'll see, except for the letter. It will be on YouTube tomorrow. But we're about to scramble that thing over to Rumble, so be ready, because that's the only place you're going to find what's coming up, and it's going to break you.
There. Join us on over there.
Yeah, click on the little thing that's pinned up in the top over there. I'll give you a little bit of time, but after this song ends, we'll be on Rumble. Here we go.
Time to shine. I'm feeling the groove with these hips of mine. Hands in the air like spaghetti gone rogue. My knees are jelly and my hips just broke. Shaking it, breaking it, what a blast. Wobble it, wiggle it, shake that ass. Do a jig or a jog, wiggle it to the side, or break that hip by moving your ass. Step up or stand aside. My shoulders pop like a rusty hinge. My fingers point like they're on a binge. Twirl like a tornado, then drop real low. It's not planned, it's a shit sideshow. I've got the rhythm of a clock that's broke. My dance floor moves are a big effing joke. Shaking it, breaking it, what a blast. Wobble it, wiggle it, shake that ass. Do a jig or a jog, wiggle it to the side, or break that hip by moving your ass. Step up or stand aside. Mesmerizing glow. You can't help but watch me steal the show. I summon the shake, the shimmy, the twist, a mix of genius and a big old fist. You're drawn in close, your feet start to twitch, feeling the groove like a broke-ass bitch. Yeah! Shaking it, breaking it, what a blast. Wobble it, wiggle it, shake that ass. Do a jig or a jog, wiggle it to the side, or break that hip bone by moving your ass. Step up or stand aside. Now we're all in the shake, no need to be shy. Move like spaghetti and reach for the sky. We'll dance like we're cursed, laugh to a soar. Shizzywhiznut reigns forevermore. So join the dance, let your weirdness unfurl. We're shaking ass, not a care in the world.